Bianca is in San Diego. Hi, Bianca. How are you?
Hi, I'm great. Thanks for taking my call.
Sure. What's up?
So my husband and I have about $200K in debt, not including our mortgages. We have two homes, one we live in and one that we use as a rental. We both are on board paying off debt. We're tired of paying in debt, but we have different paths that we think we can get there faster. So the home that's our rental, he had that previously before he met me. Basically, he took over it from his grandfather that was going to go into foreclosure. So that's how he has that home. I would personally want to sell that home and use the equity in that to pay off our debt. And he's more thinking he wants to keep that other house and just be really intentional and work more hours and pay it off just like gazelle intense. So I kind of wanted to get your advice.
You have $200,000 in debt that is not mortgages.
Yes.
On what?
Well, it's one of your favorite words, $100,000 on HELOC.
Mm-hmm.
Which was a bad idea. We have $80K in student loans and about $20 on solar.
Nothing on cars?
No car payments, no.
Okay. What was the HELOC for? Paying off old bills?
When we purchased the home, we basically purchased this home that we're in now. My daughter has special needs, and we needed to get her into a better school district, and we basically bought like the ugliest house on the nicest street, if that makes sense. So it needed like a full, there was like cracks everywhere in the concrete. We had to do a lot of upgrades to it to just get it livable.
So this was for repairs?
Yes.
How much is your first mortgage?
So the one we live in.
Yeah, the one with the HELOC.
Yeah, it's $600,000.
What's the house worth?
I just looked at Zillow today. It's worth $975.
Okay, cool. And the other house that was his grandpa's has how much owed on it?
$350.
And what is it worth?
When I looked today, it was worth $620.
Okay. And how long have y'all been married?
We've been married 5 years.
Okay. What's their household income?
Right now, it's about 115 to 130. I was working, but my mother recently got really ill with cancer, so I'm taking care of her right now. And we have a special needs daughter, so it's just his income.
Okay. The house he got from his grandpa that was in foreclosure, was that a family property? By that, I mean, does it have history with the family, or was this just a place grandpa lived?
It's kind of a long story, like kind of messy, but basically he lived there and then he was going to lose it because he made some bad financial investments.
You told us it was in foreclosure. Well, does it have family history or not?
Yeah, all of his mom grew up there, his aunts, everybody grew up in that house.
So really that's his reasoning for not selling it, not some kind of financial decision.
Yeah, I think there is an attachment. I think sometimes also he thinks like, oh, we don't know how our daughter's going to develop, and he thinks like the more property and more stuff like income we can generate for her.
Yeah, until you took out $100,000 HELOC to fix a cracked sidewalk.
Yeah.
Yeah, you kind of screwed that plan up. Like, I want to do something good for my special needs daughter, so we're going to go deeply in debt. No, that those two things are counterproductive.
He's got a really expensive bucket bailing water on a ship with a hole in it. He needs to stop and plug the hole in the ship.
Yeah, you guys got to sell this house.
You got to sell the house.
I'm sorry. I hate it because it does have memories, and it is going to break a part of his heart, and that's why he doesn't want to sell it. But your needs, your daughter's needs, the future of your house is much more important than the past of that other house.
Okay.
And another way to think of it is, instead of trying to prop up this idea of legacy in these four walls of this house, be able to sit back and say, my granddad bought this house, raised families here, and set us up in a position that we could change our family tree when it comes to our money.
Yeah. And what's your daughter's name?
Her name's Natalia.
Natalia. Okay. Would you do me a favor? Don't you ever blame your stupid butt financial decisions on your daughter again?
Okay.
That's so wrong. My special needs daughter gave me permission to do stupid stuff. No. You have an extra responsibility to not do stupid stuff in the name of having a special needs daughter. Not, I have a special needs daughter, so we had to do this. If you keep using her as a cloak for your stupid stuff, you're going to keep doing stupid stuff because it gives you permission to do anything if you call on the nobility of taking care of special needs. And that is not a fact. So quit doing that. You've got to stop that. And you guys have to get if you're going to sell this house and pay off everything, you've also got to get on a budget. You've got to get under control. You've got to make every dollar behave, because you'll go back into this mess if you blame Natalia for your next stupid thing again, like this house you bought that was all to pieces, and then you went in debt further after buying the house. But used it all as a rationalization to make that move. And you just can't do that. Next time you get ready to buy a car, well, I have a special needs daughter. I don't care. I don't care. You still can't buy a car if you can't have the money to buy it. You got to stop this. You've got to stop this. And so you guys have got to get yourselves under control. The danger of selling the house is you guys don't change your decision-making processes and your habits, and you're going to go back in debt. But truthfully, mathematically, you need to sell the house. You're right. And get rid of all this debt and get it off of you. But only if you both raise your right hand and pinky swear and spit shake to never make decisions that involve debt again, ever. And live on a written budget where you live on less than you make. And listen, stuff comes at all of us. Relatives get cancer, people pass away, children have struggles. Stuff comes at all of us. You've got to have a process that involves you to live your life without sacrificing the quality of your life on the altar of the bad things that come at you. This is The Ramsey Show.